Today we're making coconut shrimp for you. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. And it's one of the best things that you're ever going to eat. And the recipe can be found in my cookbook, but I'm going to explain it to you as I go along. Feel free to take notes. Alright, here I've got some shrimp already peeled. And you peel them down and you leave the tail section on. And this is plain flour. You have to coat them with plain flour or the batter won't stick. So I'm going to put this plain flour on and coat them. I already have some already made up, so you'll get to see the end results. Now we're going to make a beer batter. And I use self-rising flour to make this. And whatever kind of beer you want. And just stir it up, try to get the lumps out of it. But don't worry about it, you're not going to get all of them out. Just stir it up and you get a good mixture. And you want this just a little bit thinner than pancake batter. Now you can use something like 7-Up or Sprite or what have you. I prefer the beer because the beer gives it a little twang. Okay, now I got that made up. I coated with the plain flour. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop them in here. But if you've got my book, you can get the recipe, and I think you can go online to my website and get it too, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, kind of stir them up. And also in this bowl here, I've got flake coconut. And it really doesn't make any difference what brand you use or anything like that. It can be sweetened flake coconut. I prefer just the plain. And you just take each one of the shrimp and roll it in the coconut. Okay. And I have fixed up about 2 pounds of this. That is really enough to feed 8 or 10 people. Because it's very rich and it goes a long ways. You won't eat too many of them. Also, when you do this, I recommend that you go and invest in one of these little cookers. I got this at Walmart. They're $25 or $30. And the oil that I use, you can use basically any kind of oil. This happens to be corn oil or vegetable oil. But you can use olive oil. I think the corn oil or the vegetable oil does a better job. It doesn't impart any taste on it. Now I'll tell you another little trick too. When you finish this, you can take this coconut. It's going to be kind of soaked through, and you can make up balls with this and deep fry that, and that's really good. I normally make it for the grandchildren. Okay, we got this. Now I'm going to take this and drop it in this oil. Put about 4 or 5 at a time in it. And it takes about 3.5 minutes to cook it. There you go. Now this is what the finished product will look like. It's very tasty. Matter of fact, my granddaughter's standing here eating about as fast as I can make them. Kids love this stuff. But I have never found anybody that does it like this. I've done the TV shows and made it on cook shows for TV, and people just go crazy over it. I've still got at least that much more that I'm going to cook up, because I've got it right here in the pan. Now you can make this up 3 or 4 hours ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator and then bring it out and you're ready to cook. And you can go to chefdirt.com and get the recipe off of it if you don't have the book. Oh, we're getting there. It takes about 3.5 to 4 minutes to cook this. And it's so easy to make that I believe my oldest daughter could make it. She's standing there laughing at me now. Shake her head. I don't know if that's affirmative or negative. Oh yeah, it's getting there. And I get finished with this, I'm going to turn it back over to my granddaughter and let her finish frying them up. That's what they look like. They're all standing here behind drooling. So I know they're ready to eat. And I might give them some. And this is what you're going to end up with. And I know you're going to love it.